From Studio 3 at Buzz TV, it's The Horse's Mouth with Tom McManus.
All right, welcome into The Horse's Mouth here at Tommy Max, of course, at my bar, where everyone has an opportunity to take a seat, grab a beverage, and get in on the conversation. It's Campo's Corner Time, brought to our good friends at Hot Spring Spas. Of course, Coach Campo is here. Bryan Barker's here, my good friend and former teammate with the Jaguar Legends. And Scott Andrews is here from Prime IV Hydration and Wellness. We're going to talk a little wellness at the bar. What else would we talk about? Let's get into it with Scott. Scott, how are you, my friend?
Good. Good to
welcome
see you.
to the bar and welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tell us about Prime IV, man. What you guys are doing?
Prime IV is a national brand.
Okay.
Fastest growing national brand in the exploding IV
Absolutely.
category.
Mm-hmm.
They were just voted best in category by Entrepreneur Magazine. There's
Okay.
150 locations nationally, another 100 being built as we speak. We own 2 locations.
Okay.
I'm an area developer for Prime. I'm developing North Florida, but we own the Destin location. It's a year old.
Okay.
And we just acquired the St. Augustine location.
Okay.
Hence my visit here today.
Nice.
And
Appreciate you coming up.
I grew up in Jacksonville. Love
All right.
Jacksonville.
Shout out to Wolfson.
Shout out to Wolfson
Shout
High,
out to
class of
Wolfson.
75,
Yep.
50-year reunion coming up.
All right,
If you're
nice.
somewhere under the hood, call them and get invited to that thing. It's
Yeah.
it's in June at North Florida.
All right, so what different kind of IVs do you guys? I know you're doing vitamins, doing amino acids. Like what are you guys? What else are you doing?
Right, so I would say that we have a wide range of IVs from everything from what I would call health and performance like
Okay.
athlete. We have a lot of Ironmen that actually come into our Destin spa before
Yep.
they compete, usually 2-3 days before. Then you've got the whole group of immunity boosters, right? People
Okay.
that are on the bridge of getting a cold or not feeling well or
Okay.
a flu or after.
Yep.
That whole category. There's also a category in terms of skin and body, like the way your skin feels, like the glow with biotin,
Okay.
glutathione. And then, of course, what everybody stereotypes IV therapy to, those
Yeah.
that
Hungover.
drink a little much.
Yeah.
Drink
Yeah.
a little much. And
Yeah.
so those kind of the 4 categories that we fall into.
Well, if you have water with the vodka, it helps a little bit.
Exactly.
It's supposed to. Anyway, what's up, Brian? How are you, my man?
Tom.
How you doing?
Great. Thanks
Life
for having
treating
me.
you well?
Doing
Looking
well.
good. Turned 60, but looking 40.
Can you believe it?
I got to think that maybe you've had some IVs in your day.
I have not.
No.
Outside of surgery, right?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
But had a famous surgery on my nose.
Yep.
Thanksgiving
Yeah.
in Dallas.
Was that Thanksgiving
Oh,
in
yeah,
Dallas?
right in the middle of your turkey dinner, you know.
I
just-
remember it
yeah,
well.
yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, I'm sure
You,
I had a couple
I think I
IVs.
reached out to you too. I felt
Yeah.
you almost
Oh,
died,
yeah.
didn't you, or something?
I was
Close?
very close to being
Yeah.
the first player.
Did you ever see that play where he a fumbled snap?
Yeah.
No, it was a blocked field goal.
was a blocked field goal.
And as the holder,
Right.
I was able to jump on the ball, and in the meantime took a knee or a foot or something. My head was just in a weird position.
Yeah, right to the nose.
Just the nose. No black eyes, no broken
I'll have to
lips,
look for that.
nothing.
Jeez,
Just
that's
the nose.
unbelievable. Yeah, Google that one.
It is.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that shows up. If you
Yeah,
Google me. so.
absolutely. Well, it looks good today.
Thank you.
You got a good looking
Thank you.
nose. You
Thank
got a
you.
good look.
So maybe IVs
Can you
helped.
breathe out of it?
Yeah, I breathe better than ever. I can close my mouth and sleep now.
There you go.
That IV got you through it.
That's right. Coach, how are you, my man?
I'm good,
Good
Tom.
to see you. You're all about health and wellness, man. You got to be.
Listen,
Keep
77 years old.
Yeah,
you know,
man.
my wife's 9 years younger than I am, so I have to stay in the game. So
Yeah.
I do a little bit of working out and
Yep.
some of that. But I had no idea that. I guess I'm old school. I didn't realize that there were different IV situations for different deals.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's a great
Absolutely.
deal, really.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Is number one the hangover people? People that are hungover? Would you say it's
Actually,
more?
no. Number
No.
one right now in our system is the immunity right
Immune.
behind the Myers.
Yeah.
It's actually 3rd or 4th category, believe
Yeah.
it or not. The immunity and the Myers, which is general health and wellness.
Myers, did you say?
Myers cocktail.
Okay, gotcha.
Founded by Dr. Myers.
Oh, okay.
long
I've
time
heard of
ago.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the amino acids, and then the vitamins, or whatever else you need to make you feel better.
Right, so we do a full medical intake on you before you come in with
Okay.
our nurses, as well as what's going on with you. Like I happened to overhear that you might have been a musician in your past,
Yeah,
and that
yeah,
you
yeah.
were cramping a little
Yeah.
bit from being on stage. So those are kinds of things you would put down on a medical intake. Or I have a knee that's always giving me a problem when I'm out walking.
Couple
Right.
hip replacements.
Right.
Yeah,
So
whatever
obviously
it
we
is.
look at the medical history of medications in your liver and kidneys, but we also look at your
Sure.
lifestyle. What are you doing, and how that
Yeah.
information is processed by our nurse, and then we make recommendations.
Do you have to have an MD on staff for that?
We don't have to have an MD on premises, but we have an MD, that,
Like a medical director for you.
medical director
Gotcha.
in the state of Florida. Yes, and
Okay.
that medical director signs all of our protocols.
Okay.
Our protocols are very tight, as well as. what
So when
our-
you're the area developer, will you be the one that has all the franchises, or do you look for other people that, hey, if you want to have this franchise, you can be in our, do you do it that way, or how does that?
I am looking for franchisees.
Okay, great.
For this market.
Come to the right place.
Tallahassee, absolutely. Jacksonville is just a great market. I grew up here. I think it's
Okay.
it's a great market for.
What's the, and I don't know this answer, but what's the competition like? Are there a lot of,
Drip Bar was founded in Jacksonville.
Okay.
I think it's an interesting story. I think Drip Bar has done a reasonably good job,
Okay.
but we've had some exciting franchisees join us here in Jacksonville.
Okay.
That evaluated both concepts, and we felt like we were heads above
Okay.
in terms of what we offer and what we do, and they made that decision based on that. So that's pretty exciting.
how many can you have in Jacksonville?
We could probably have somewhere between 10 to 12.
All right.
Now the
Oh,
north
wow.
part of the,
Okay.
now the north part of the river is expanding.
Okay.
Fleming Island, you got Nocatee,
Okay.
Ponte Vedra.
Yeah.
I mean, we could go out by the airport now is growing.
Did
Typically,
you fill out a profile online so people can see where to find you and how to get in touch with you and all that
Yes,
stuff?
I
Okay,
did.
great.
I absolutely did.
Because people will be watching this, will be interested. I bet you get a call
I have
or
a
two.
quick question. How often, for example, if you just wanted to, from an immunity kind of a thing, how often would you go do that?
So we do memberships, and so we have members that do it every week. It's within 72 hours you can actually, from a protocol perspective, can have an IV. So
Okay.
it comes down to since it's not typically covered by insurance, it comes down to a financial
Right.
decision. So if you're bought into health and wellness, we have members that are doing two a month. And then we have some that are doing weekly, and then we have some that do one a month.
Okay.
And they all come with types of injections.
Do you
as
use
well.
any kind of app for scheduling?
Yes, we absolutely do. We have an app. They can schedule online. They
Okay,
can schedule on
makes
our
it easy.
website. Makes
Absolutely.
it very easy. We chat with them. We're very client focused.
Okay.
Our hours operation, just how we interact with the client is very pro client.
Okay. Where are you located in St. Augustine?
We're right at US 1 and State Road 312.
Okay, perfect. Great location.
Massive,
yeah,
big
heck yeah.
intersection.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of retail and shops right at that
Yeah,
intersection.
we get a ton. That parking lot is the busiest parking lot I've ever been in.
All right, so you're from
life.
Jacksonville, but I know you lived in Arizona for a long time. So who's your allegiance to there, Scott? And
Well, you know,
on the horse's
that's
mouth,
our.
are you
When
a
I would say honestly,
Jaguar
with,
fan
with
or you
these folks,
Zona fan?
I have been a frustrated Arizona Cardinal fan my entire life. That's the truth. I told these guys that. But
You
know,
got two.
I'm always keeping an eye on these
Did
guys.
you ever play
You
for
got-
Arizona?
No.
No, that was
You
one
got-
of the.
But I
one
love
of the
playing
teams
there. It
You
was so
got-
easy to punt in that
I
app.
bet.
I bet.
I
You
bet.
got two NFC East veterans here now that goes along with that group.
I
back in the
know. I
day.
love the NFC, and I love the fact that Jacksonville has a team like this. And
Yeah.
I think I've been in the Gator Bowl when it was back in the Georgia Florida days.
Yeah.
And, you know.
Yeah.
Now I guess they're gone for 3 years, right? While
Not
they
yet,
renovate?
but they will be. They will be. I think after next year, right? Yeah.
So-
And then the big old stadium, the spaceships coming to Jacksonville.
So I feel a wave of change occurring as I come to St. Augustine relative
There
to my
you
football
go.
allegiance.
But St. Augustine's a great town. I'm sure you need a lot of people that need some IVs down there.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Very busy,
You're in a good
very
spot.
year,
You're in a good
year
spot.
out.
That's great. Well, thanks for taking the time for being
appreciate
here,
it
man.
very
I
much.
appreciate it. B, great to see you.
Thank you.
As always, Coach, as always, make sure you check out Scott's profile. Hey, if you want to be a franchisee owner, you'll see his profile, and you'll be able to contact Scott by going to the dailynewsnetwork.com website. You see Bryan there, you see Coach here, you see me there, and you'll see thousands of interviews that we've done right here at my bar at Tommy Max. Just go to dailynewsnetwork.com. Till next time, y'all stay safe and be cool out there. We'll see you right here on the Horse's Mouth. Cheers.